Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System again. In the last video, we played through Area 3, and we played through it with Jason. And now, we're going to play through Area 4 as Kimberly. I'm going to play as my favorite Ranger through my favorite area in the game. And you're about to see why. First off, we're starting off in what looks like a museum or an apartment or some really upscale looking building. And you're fighting putties as you go through it. An interesting thing about Kimberly's throw, she throws long and high, and she has this nice kick that works much like Billy's multi-punch attack or the split kick that Zack does, because interesting thing about the kick, if I can show it off. Alright, you're the only one in the way. Well, sometimes, if you're lucky, you can use that final kick right to the face as a means of getting an extra hit in on those olive green putties if they jump back. If they jump over you, it will hit them. And they seem to be jumping all the way back. Also, there's a laser shooter up there. We can't get to it. We can't destroy any of them. Also, you have falling chandeliers here. If you get under them, they will shake and eventually drop. And there was some... And finally, I got to show that in action. Yeah, they jump over you. You can still hit them. And as you go further into this area, this place looks more and more unfinished. If it isn't obvious to you at this point, it will become obvious later in the stage when you make your way even further, and you'll notice the building is not quite complete yet. You're going through a building that is under construction to fight some putties, and I actually kind of like that. Also, there's a stairway over here, and you can do some crazy jump kicks and crazy jumps off the stairs while you're on them. And here's some elevators. Some of the switches aren't even set up yet. It looked finished at first, but now you're going through, you're even seeing fewer and fewer wall tiles. Also, the light green, not green, the light brown and dark brown putties, they have a special attack where they will back up all the way to one side of the screen and throw knives at you, but you can easily duck the knives. And when you reach the end, there are no walls at all. You're going to be outside soon. And you also meet Genie. Yes, that's the boss's name. It's a rat genie named Genie. I'm not making that up. Also, never mind the fact that the putties look like they have eye patches with their black eyes. They're still the same as always. So the second part of this takes you onto this elevator. And as you move upwards, you'll have to deal with a couple of, well, those things that shoot electricity, these things that are spinning and dropping down, and these things that will shoot fireballs from the sides. Definitely want to avoid the electrical barriers. Want to make sure that the things that drop down and spin don't hit you. And you also want to avoid the lasers. You do have a combo similar to Jason with Kimberly in Power Ranger form. But if you hold up and press Y, you will shoot a bow and arrow. While I can take out some things, especially the gray putties that take only one hit, in one hit, they're pretty weak. But it's still fun to be able to shoot one off if you have the ability to do so. Also, these little spike tanks, they take 2 hits to defeat, and you can hit them with simple jump strikes or ground strikes, preferably while crouching. Also, we have these little laser shooters. They go down in 2 hits as well. And once you're off the elevator, which does blow up once you're off, you'll have the wall jump your way up the building. And these light green putties, these light green, these light brown putties, these really light brown putties, they have rifles and they shoot 2 bullets. They take 2 hits to defeat. And once you're over here, you'll see the same outdoor background as before, but it looks even better and you're able to see more of it here. Also, there are bombless pits in this place, and if you fall into them, you will be losing a life. It's also fun to knock the putties into them whenever you can. And of course, you can hold up while jumping to grab on, and you can climb down them and drop off of them like usual. Also, watch out for the falling steel beams. They will do damage to the putties, and wow. And there is a bomb here. I'm going to show off the bomb just to get another one. And yeah, you get these flashing pink lights with Kimberly. And if you want to get back, just jump to the left. You'll get back on the steel beam that acts as the platform. Now you can jump on the platform just moving left and right down there, or you can grab on, drop down, and you can take care of the laser shooters. I tried to jump kick it to destroy it in 1 hit, but you can easily destroy it with your weapon in 2. Also, the arrows do about 1/4 the damage of a regular Y button strike, which explains why it took 3 arrows to defeat that one putty that was near death near the falling steel beam. Anyway, this part. This thing will fly around and will eventually stop to shoot these little 3-way shots. Sometimes it will go on the underside of this platform, and if it does, you're going to have the weight on it. You don't need to use the bomb on it. You can wait for the mini boss there to make its way back up, and then you can fight it with your regular weapon again. Anyway, after this, it's just a little bit more platforming, some cool outdoor stairs that I like, and more of those little laser shooters that just stand there, and then you face Genie. This is where you really want to use your bomb. This is where you also want to use Kimberly's range with the power bow. He can send out fireballs that will rain down like that. He can send these daggers at you. He can send some thunder claw-like things at you, bottom, middle, then top, and you'll have to avoid them accordingly. He has mirrors that will fly around before eventually pointing down to shoot lasers downwards. And he also has a fire-breathing attack that we can get to see. And I didn't even get to use the bomb. If you're playing as Kimberly, all you really need to do is just stand in the center. You can just face the direction you need to go, and then just press Y until you either smack him around and knock him back, or until he teleports out of the way. You can use the bomb on him. I mean, it's a cheap way to do damage in this little one-screen arena. But I found myself not having to do that because Kimberly has the longest reach of all the Power Rangers when you're playing as the Pink Ranger. Anyway, password is 1970-1970. That's a weird number for a password, but okay. Not sure why they picked that number, but I do find it rather intriguing. And next up is Area 5, which is the last normal area of the game. And I will be playing that with Zach because, well, he's the only Power Ranger we have yet to play as. So, join me next time for Area 5. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!